Cool. Our next problem asks us to find the value of arctan of negative root 7. So problem 13 here asks us to find the value of negative root 7. So in order to find the arctan of negative root 7, first we need to find our reference angle. So let's do a reference angle. We know that is the triangles, and in this case we know the special triangle that has root 3 over here. So let's just draw that special triangle has root 3 as one of its sides. Okay, and let's put down the angles here. This angle is 60 degrees, or that angle is 30 degrees, or pi over. Next, we know that the tangent of a function, the tangent of an angle is opposite hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. So for which angle the opposite over hypotenuse is root 3? We know I'm really sorry, the tangent of a function is actually the opposite over adjacent. Opposite over hypotenuse is a sine function, the tangent function. Okay, the triangle to see which function has the opposite is of value root 3. So we know the answer is actually the pi over 3, because we know that the tan of pi over equals root 3. We know that the tan of pi over 3 is root 3 over adjacent 1 equals to root 3. So we know from here that tan of pi over root 3. Next up, we know that our angle is not just pi over 3, because we know although the tangent of 3, meaning the arctangent of root 3 is equals to pi over 3, tangent of negative root 3, not just of x. Let's look at our unit circle over here, and we know that the tangent has to be negative, and pi over 3, this is pi over 3, pi over 3, the tangent of pi over 3 is positive. So using our reference angle of pi over 3, we know that the tangent of here is negative. So we know our angle 3 right over here. And we know that the arctangent of root 3 is pi over 3, and the arctangent of negative root 3 is over 3, because the tangent in the fourth quadrant over here is negative, and the angle over here in this quadrant is negative pi over 3. And you might be wondering that the tangent in this quadrant is also negative. So why couldn't the arctangent of negative root 3 be in this quadrant? The answer is actually yes, you're good. However, the arctangent of a function has restriction. Why? Because the arctangent of function is the inverse of tangent function. Technically, because the tangent function isn't a one-to-one function. In order for the tangent function to have an inverse function, we need to restrict the domain of the tangent function. So after we restrict the domain of the tangent function, we restricted the range of the arctangent. Range of the arctangent function can pi over 2 and pi over 2. So the range of the arctangent function is between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. Range of the arctangent function, and the value of the arctan of angle, the value of arctan. So arctan of x could only be between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. And if our angle is over here, our angle would be pi minus pi over 3, which would be 2 pi over 3, which is larger than pi over 2. So it can't be 2 pi over 3. And our angle couldn't fall in here, because it's just a convention of restricting the domain into like negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. That's the standard. So yeah, here we have our answer, where our arctangent of negative root 3 is equals to negative pi over 3. Here then. Perfect is correct. So the solution is correct. Correct. Great job. Solution is correct. Cool. So we have 2 more minutes till the end of our stream. Let's